somehow, like sunlight through an old cafe. You were laughing by the window while the records softly played. Now the chair across the table sits untouched most nights alone. And honestly, this quiet apartment doesn't feel like home. Yesterday still follows me around, like perfume on forgotten clothes or rain upon the ground. I keep hearing your voice inside ordinary things. Yesterday still sings. I found your handwriting this morning, hidden in an old notebook. Tiny hearts beside my name in your messy little hooks. Funny how the smallest memories can ruin someone's day. One folded page and suddenly I'm back in yesterday. Maybe time moves forward, but hearts move much slower, especially after love. Yesterday still lives beneath my skin, like a song the radio plays again and again. Tiny motel near the shoreline, neon sign glowing blue, waves crashing softly in the distance as I slowly danced with you. Salt wind moving through the curtains, summer wrapped around our skin. And somehow that cheap old motel felt more luxurious than anything. Ocean breeze motel still lives inside my soul, where your laughter mixed with moonlight and healed what was broken. Every wave against the shore still sounds like you somehow. Ocean breeze motel still calls me now. We stayed awake till morning, talking underneath the sheets, sharing every hidden fear and every dream we couldn't keep. You traced circles on my shoulder while the radio hung low. And honestly, I think that night was the closest thing to home. Funny how the smallest places sometimes hold the biggest love. Not perfect, not glamorous, just enough. Ocean breeze motel still glows inside my chest. Of every place I've ever known, that night was the best. Polaroids in the drawer tonight, scattered underneath my hands. Tiny frozen pieces of us captured before the end. One shows you beside the ocean, hair blowing through the wind. Another from that tiny diner where our story once began. Polaroids in the drawer still shine through the dark. Little paper memories keeping alive what broke apart. Though the colors slowly fade and years keep moving on, Polaroids in the drawer still hold our song. I should probably throw them out now, that's what everybody says. But honestly, I'm scared of losing what little's left. Because every blurry photograph still carries your heartbeat somehow. And part of me still loves the version of us in those pictures now. Funny how a single image can reopen every scar, like time trapped forever inside your arms. Polaroids in the drawer still wait beneath my bed, like tiny pieces of forever I cannot forget. Soft nylon guitar fades, gentle female humming, rain ambience. You carried that blue umbrella, walking slowly through the rain. Tiny puddles by your footsteps, like a scene inside a film. I was standing at the crossing, trying not to stare too long. But something in the way you smiled made my lonely heart feel known. In the storm, you became my safest home. Every rainy afternoon still reminds me of you, even when the still keeps me warm. We shared coffee at the corner while thunder rolled above. You laughed softly at my nervousness, and suddenly there was love. Hours disappeared like smoke as we talked about our lives, and I realized that evening some souls arrive at the perfect time. Funny how a simple rain can completely change your fate. One umbrella, one small smile, and suddenly everything changed. Blue umbrella in the storm, you still shine through every storm. Even if you're far away, your love remains. Dust collecting on the piano since the winter you moved out. Your favorite songs still sit unfinished, like questions without answers now. I tried playing them this morning, but my hands forgot the keys. Funny how grief can turn music into silence so easily. Dust on the piano, still heavy in this room, like melodies abandoned too early to bloom. Every note still sounds like you, soft and blue. Dust on the piano still hurts to touch. The neighbors had another baby. Life kept moving down the street, while I stayed trapped between memories and half-written harmonies. Sometimes I hear you in the hallway, though I know it isn't real. But heartbreak has a strange way of making ghosts feel real. Some songs never get finished because the people do. Dust on the piano, still falling every year, like tiny pieces of our story disappearing here. Half-empty wine glass on the table, jazz still playing soft and low. You had fallen asleep beside me while the city glowed below. Candle wax across the counter, tiny stars beyond the glass. And suddenly I wanted somehow to make this moment last. Half-empty wine glass tonight still shines in memory, like a quiet little symbol of how love used to be. Simple moments after dark still leave the deepest marks. half-empty wine glass and your sleepy heart. You look peaceful in the silence, curled against my tired chest. And honestly, no place on earth had ever felt so safe. Outside, sirens crossed the avenue, but inside everything was still, like the whole world paused itself just for us a while. Maybe happiness is fragile, tiny moments passing by, but they stay alive forever in your mind. Half-empty wine glass tonight still glows inside my soul, like the warmth of your last kiss I still hold. Tiny bookstore near the corner, open way too late at night. You were searching through old novels under dim amber lights, your hair falling past your shoulders while you hummed some unknown tune. And somehow every page around me started leading me to you. Late night bookstore, where I first heard your laugh, between dusty little pages and the ghosts of the past. Every shelf still whispers low about the night I met your soul. Late night bookstore still feels like home. Talked about forgotten poets and songs from older days. You said love should feel like autumn, soft, beautiful and strange. Hours vanished in the silence till the owner turned the sign. But honestly, I think my whole life changed that night. The smallest places can completely change your fate. One conversation after midnight, and suddenly nothing's the same. Late night bookstore still lives inside my dreams, like a chapter I keep reading again and again. dressed in shades of blue. You were sitting by the counter, wearing that old velvet coat. Cigarette smoke around the ceiling, soft jazz playing somewhere low. And somehow inside that silence, I already felt close to you. You looked at me like we had met in another life before tonight. Velvet nights and amber lights, your shadow dancing in my mind. Every whisper, every smile made the world feel warm tonight. Hold me softly, don't let go, like the city moving slow. Velvet nights still live inside my soul. We shared stories till the morning, about old loves and broken dreams. You laughed softly at my nervousness, like you could see through me. Outside, taxis crossed the avenue. Rain was falling, silver gold. But inside, your quiet presence made the whole world gentle. Some nights fade into memories, some become a part of you. And honestly, I think this night will stay my whole life through. And tired eyes still shimmer when I close mine. Even if the years move on, your light still shines. Oh, cassette beneath the dashboard, crackling softly as it played. Every song became a doorway back to younger, reckless days. You would sing beside the window, missing half the words somehow. But I swear those broken melodies still sound perfect to me now. Cassette tape memories spinning slowly in my mind, keeping every laugh alive from another time. Though the years keep rolling on, your voice still sings along. Cassette tape memories never really gone. We got lost beyond the highway, driving nowhere late at night. Tiny diners, neon signs, and headlights cutting through the dark. You leaned your feet against the dashboard and whispered, "Don't grow old too fast." I didn't know back then how quickly moments pass. Maybe life keeps changing songs, but some records still play on, like your laughter through the static, soft but strong. Cassette tape memories still echo in my soul, like a soundtrack to a love I'll never let go. Cherry lipstick on the coffee cup, still sitting by the sink. Tiny traces of your presence everywhere I look tonight. Your perfume lingers in the hallway, like a ghost that won't let go. And suddenly this quiet apartment feels colder than before. Cherry lipstick goodbye still stains my heart tonight. Even after all this time, I still see your eyes. Every little thing you left still keeps your memory alive. Cherry lipstick goodbye still hurts sometimes. I replay our final evening like a movie in my head, trying hard to find the moment where our love began to end. You smiled softly through the sadness while your suitcase touched the floor. And honestly, I think a part of me walked out that door. Some goodbyes are quiet storms, breaking everything slowly, without a single scream. Cherry lipstick goodbye still echoes in this room, like the scent of your perfume long after you moved. I bought postcards in the cities that we dreamed we'd someday see. Paris streets and ocean sunsets, places you once described to me. I wrote messages beside them, but never mailed a single one, because some words feel too fragile once the love is gone. Postcards never sent, still hidden in my drawer. Every little sentence there still loves you more. Even though the story ended and we slowly drifted apart, postcards never sent still travel through my heart. says I still miss your laughter. Another says I miss your eyes. One just says I saw the ocean and somehow almost cried. Maybe someday, years from now, you'll wonder if I cared. The answer lives inside those cards, still waiting there. Some feelings never reach the mailbox, some hearts never fully heal. But silence doesn't mean the love was never real. Postcards never send, still whisper in the dark. Tiny paper pieces of a never fading heart. Every Friday after sunset, you will leave flowers by my door. Tiny roses wrapped in paper, like the weeks before. No big words or grand confessions, just your handwriting on a note, saying hope your day was gentle in the softest little strokes. Flowers by the door made me love you even more. Simple acts of tenderness became what my heart lives for. Every petal, every bloom still reminds me of your room. Flowers by the door still wait for you. Sometimes daisies, sometimes lilies, sometimes wildflowers from the hill. But every single tiny bouquet carried your quiet love so still. I dried a few between my books to keep the colors safe somehow. Though they faded through the years, I still remember now. Some people promise everything with shiny words and diamond rings, but you loved me gently through ordinary things. Flowers by the door still brighten up my soul, even if you're far away, your love still grows. Rain keeps falling on the avenue, silver lights blur in the night. You were standing by the station, holding flowers dressed in white. Tiny droplets on your sweater, cold wind dancing through your hair. Yet somehow the world felt warmer, simply knowing you were there. Every lonely road I walked before suddenly made sense tonight. Rain on your sweater, your hand inside mine. City lights around us, fading out of sight. You smiled softly at me, silence, midnight humming gentle songs. You lean lightly on my shoulder, like that's where you belonged. Every second felt eternal, every breath became a prayer. I was scared the dawn would find us and make this disappear. If tomorrow steals this moment, I will replay it endlessly, like the rain against your sweater. You will always stay with me. Rain on your sweater still lives inside my soul. Even after all these years, I still feel your warmth. There's an old story people tell here about two lovers in the woods who swore beneath the pines one summer their hearts would stay for good. Seasons changed around them, like seasons always do. One stayed beside the river, one disappeared into the blue. Folklore ending tonight still echoes through the trees, like old songs carried softly by the evening breeze. Some loves become legends after they fall apart. Folklore ending tonight still lives inside my heart. Now strangers pass the cabin, not knowing what remains, just old initials carved in cedar and stories wrapped in rain. But every autumn after midnight, when the wind moves through the leaves, I swear I hear your laughter still calling out to me. Maybe love never really disappears. Maybe it simply becomes a story. Folklore ending tonight, still glowing faint and gold, like the final page of a tale never fully told. Soft finger prick guitar, forest ambience, gentle female humming. Evening clouds turn pink and orange, summer drifting through the air. You were laughing by the roadside with the sunlight in your hair. Old radio inside the car, playing songs from long ago. And somehow that tiny moment felt like home I'd above our heads. You resting softly on my chest. Every little sunset glow made me never want to go. If forever had a color, it would look like this tonight. Strawberry skies burning softly in your eyes. We drove slowly through the countryside, windows open to the breeze, talking about dreams and old regrets, like kids beneath the trees. Then your fingers touched my hand, and suddenly my heartbeat knew. Of all the roads I could have taken, I was meant to find you. Some sunsets disappear too fast, but their colors always last, like your laughter in my soul, long after the night grows cold. Strawberry skies tonight still shimmer in my mind, like the sweetest little memory time could never hide. There's a lake behind your father's farm, where we carved our names in pine. You kissed me there one summer evening, right before the fireflies arrived. Your old truck parked beside the water, radio humming something low. And honestly, I thought back then we would never grow old. The lake behind your father's farm still shines inside my chest, like a place untouched by time, where we loved our best. Every ripple in the water still carries echoes of your laugh. The lake behind your father's farm still pulls me back. Faster than we planned, cities changed the shape of us. You chased dreams out west somewhere, and I learned how to give up. Still every June I think about driving down that gravel road, just to see if memory still lives there alone. Some places stay sacred forever, even after love is gone. The lake behind your father's farm still glows beneath my skin, like a story unfinished again and again. The train was waiting at the station, morning fog across the tracks. You held my hands a little tighter, like love could hold time back. Your eyes carried quiet sadness while the sky turned pale above. And suddenly I understood, goodbyes can still be love. Good night, my summer love. Even if the seasons change, every sunset after this will still whisper your name. Though the distance pulls us far, you'll forever be a part of every song and every scar inside my heart. Watch the train doors slowly close while your shadow disappeared, and somehow all the noisy city became painfully clear. But even after all these years and every road I've crossed, no one ever loved me quite the way you once did. Some people stay forever, even after they are gone, like sunlight trapped inside an old forgotten song. Good night, my summer love, still echoes through my soul. Though the train kept moving on, I never let you go. Soft nylon guitar, gentle female humming, train ambience fading. Tiny postcards from Tokyo, still hidden in my drawer. Paper lanterns, crowded crossings, and notes you wrote before. One says you miss rainy evenings, another says you miss my voice. And honestly, those little cards still leave me without choice. Postcards from Tokyo still travel through my soul. Every handwritten sentence there still won't let go. The oceans stretch between us, continue on. Postcards from Tokyo still bring you home. You drew tiny hearts beside your name, like you always used to do. Then sprayed perfume across the paper, so it still smelled like you. Sometimes late at night I read them while the city falls asleep, and suddenly your distant laughter feels incredibly near. Some people leave the country, but never leave your heart, no matter how far away they are. Postcards from Tokyo still glow beneath my lamp, like tiny paper memories I still can't throw away. Your side of the bed stays untouched, like you just left yesterday. Your coffee mug still sits beside me, though the warmth has gone away. I still wake up reaching for you, half asleep at 3 a.m. Then reality comes crashing softly, like it always does again. Ghost still sleeps here in the silence of this room, in the wrinkles of the bedsheets, in your perfume lingering too. Every corner whispers softly, like you never disappeared. Your ghost still sleeps here, even after all these years. Folded all your t-shirts carefully, but I could never throw them out, 'cause every thread still carries pieces of your laugh somehow. Friends keep telling me to move on, like healing something small, but they never saw the way you loved me before the fall. Some people leave your life, but never leave your soul. And honestly, I think you'll always haunt my home. Your ghost still sleeps here beside my restless heart, like love forgot to leave when we fell apart. Long drive through the countryside, windows open to the breeze. hand resting on the dashboard, old songs floating through the heat. Golden fields beyond the highway, sunset melting into gold. And honestly, beside you, every road felt like home. Take me home tonight, to the place your heartbeat lives, where the world grows quiet and loneliness forgives. I don't need fancy cities or bright expensive lights. Just take me home tonight. We stopped at tiny diners, bought coffee way too late. You laughed while rain rolled softly across the windshield waves. Then you whispered very quietly, I could stay like this for life. And honestly, I almost cried hearing those words that night. Maybe home isn't a place, maybe it's a person. Take me home tonight, back into your arms, where everything feels simple, safe and warm. You said dreams were fragile creatures, easy broken by the world. Still you carried yours so gently, like tiny birds inside your hands. I watched you chase horizons while the city slept below. And honestly, your fearless heart made me wanna grow. Dreams still dancing in your eyes, even through the heartbreak, even through goodbye. No matter where life leads you or how far you roam, dreams will guide you home. Some nights you cried beside me, scared your future wouldn't bloom. But even in your darkest moments, you still lit the room. You taught me hope survives even after heavy rain. And honestly, I owe you more than words explain. Some people leave behind more than memories, they leave courage. Dreams still echo through my soul, like songs carried softly by the wind alone. Sunlight painted all the curtains, amber shadows on the floor. You were riding by the window like a scene from years before. Tiny freckles on your shoulders, coffee cooling by your hand, while the old town slowly glowed, wrapped in gold like promised land. and wish that time would never end. Golden hour letters scattered on the table light. Every word you softly wrote felt warmer than July. You looked up and smiled at me like love had nowhere else to be. Golden hour letters still live inside my dreams. You wrote about the places that you wanted us to see. Little houses by the ocean and quiet nights beneath the trees. I still keep those folded pages hidden safely by my bed, because your handwriting somehow still brings your voice back again. Some memories fade with seasons, some disappear with time, but your words still glow like sunsets inside this heart of mine. Golden hour letters still shine through lonely nights. Even when the daylight's gone, your love remains alive. Soft humming, nylon guitar fading slowly.